On this trip to Alaska, I wasn't there to photograph the moose, bears, eagles, or mountains. I was there to chase the northern lights. But first, I had to get there, and I didn't realize how difficult that might be. Curtis here with Photo Break. Today, I was supposed to be in Alaska. As you can see with the magnolia leaves behind me, I am not in Alaska. Had a little hiccup with our flights caused by Priceline not communicating with Delta and Delta not communicating with Priceline. Whoever didn't want to admit their mistake, bottom line is I'm not in Alaska. Today I am hopefully going to Alaska. Wish me luck. Hey, here's a quick tip. You know, when you go through screening, you can't take liquids, but you can take a container. And in that container, you can put grapes. They don't get crushed. They stay nice and cool. I've had these all the way since Wilmington. I'm in Atlanta right now, and they're just as cool as I took them out of the refrigerator. So, enjoy. It's been a long day, but we are, as you can see, here in Alaska. It's not the magnolia tree behind me. All right, this is our first bed and breakfast, Airbnb, I guess they call it. Talkeetna, Alaska. As you can see, we have a lot of snow. We are in Talkeetna, Alaska. The temperatures are hovering around 20, which actually isn't so bad if you're moving around. One of the things I found going to tourist places, you know, is you get there and you're excited, you see a bunch of things you want to take pictures of, but there's cars everywhere. So the reality is, for good photos, you've got to get there early. It's right at 8 o'clock. The city's just waking up, and you know, I'm able to access all these nice photographs without cars. So it's just a matter of getting up early, missing that morning breakfast, not the coffee. Got that with me. But that's the life of being a photographer. Not all fun and games. Well, it's all fun. I've been to Alaska 4 times now, and every time is a new and different experience. This is my second time in the late winter, and I really enjoy the winter out here. Get some new activity, snowshoeing, which I really have never done before. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Got a whole rainbow here in front of me. We are right in Talkeetna, Alaska, and it's actually pretty warm for this time of year. And lots of snow though. So I am really glad I purchased and brought my snowshoes, which this is the first time I've used them. Seems to be pretty easy. As another day faded into night, I was anxious to continue on to Fairbanks in search of the Aurora Borealis. I was told Fairbanks was a place to see them in their glory, but it all depended on the weather. Cloud cover would ruin any chances. I would spend a week there, hoping that would give me plenty of opportunities. Photo break here with Curtis. Whenever I have to rent a car or a vehicle, I miss my Sprinter. I miss it so much. I have everything in it I need. Can live out of it. I'm not worried about what I have to pack. That's one of those things that for me is tough as a photographer, because then you really have to limit yourself. Not that that's a bad thing. I just find it very awkward for me. Anyway, on our way to, where are we going today? Oh yeah, Fairbanks, Alaska. All right, I think I need a copy for the road. So we're gonna check this place out. Maybe they're not open. Are they open? Yeah, they're open. Okay, we've got a peanut butter, honey, and banana bagel. I can't say I've ever had that before, but hey, one in Alaska. Well, this has been a day of driving, so not much to report on. A few good pictures though, photo opportunities. The sunset is just beautiful. It's all I can do not to look out the window, but I do want to get there. If I can get there before dark, that'd be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, we'll make the best of it. Oh my word, this is so cool. I'm so excited. Now if I can remember the password they gave me. Oh, we are having a great time here in Fairbanks. Today, I think I'm going to head over to the North Pole. Maybe find Santa Claus finally. Actually, we're passing through the North Pole to get to Castner Glacier. I believe that's how they call it, Castner. Anyway, there's supposed to be an ice cave there that would be really fun to check out. It's a bit of a hike. I think it's a 4-mile round trip, something like that. I don't know. I think we can do it. Hey, we made it to the North Pole, and that is one big Santa. Well, we visited the North Pole and the shopping here. You could say that it would be a tourist trap, and you wouldn't be wrong. But hey, when in the North Pole, you gotta visit Santa. Got my new parka. Got furry head. Anyway, we're hiking to this ice cave. So yeah, it's a mile in. It's getting kind of late, so I gotta hustle. Oh my word. Wow. I gotta come up with some more superlatives because wow and spectacular and holy cow sometimes just doesn't cut it. Wow. Worth the hike. Not that long, actually. A mile, maybe. I've used up all the light, and I forgot I had a stronger flashlight I wanted to bring. And it's in the car. So, yeah, I think we're done here. It's starting to snow. I'm not going to stick around because I was really hoping the Aurora Borealis was going to come out. But not if it's snowing. It could be up there, you just wouldn't see it. Last photographer out. That's me. That's me the whole way. Can't really see, but there's a moose in front of me. He's leading my way, actually. We're using the same path. And he's staying enough in front where I don't feel too intimidated. And obviously he doesn't either. He's just using this hard pack, which is what they do. Alright, what's the plural of moose? Because now we have two of them. I'm sure it was a mom and like a year old. I don't know, it looked pretty big, but yeah, anyway, they're still about 50 yards ahead. We're all using the same path that has gotten packed down, because on the side of it, it'd be like 4 foot in, and nobody likes to work hard like that. And I didn't bring my snowshoes. So yeah, we're just keeping pace with them and talking to them. You know, there's no threat that I see right now. And hopefully they just realize, you know, we're using the same path. And I'm not pushing them in a way that is dangerous. So Mom, when you watch this video, yeah, your son, what can I say? What can I say? Okay, so today we got to explore Castner Glacier, the ice cave, which is really cool. It's not a bad hike. I don't know, about a mile and a half maybe there, mile and a half back, obviously. But I got here a little late, and it had me a little frazzled, so I didn't bring some of the stuff I wanted to bring. I wanted to do some painting with light, and I didn't have a strong enough flashlight with me. I've got it. It was just back in the car. So on my way back, we got an escort by 2 moose that were using the same trail. So that's always exciting, and touch and go. You know, you really don't want to push wild animals, and they were far enough ahead that yeah, basically we were just kind of going at the same pace, and I kept talking to them. They really seemed to be cool, and the only issue was when they got off the trail. Actually, there was a car, actually a big semi, and he had seen them, so he pulled over, but then that pushed the moose towards me. So as you can see, I'm safe, I'm alive, and it's all good. So what's a photo without an adventure? Anyway, this has been a good day. Another photo break from Curtis up in Alaska, where it is freezing. Glad I got this new parka. Yesterday, it was a very late night, actually early morning. I don't think I got back to my bus until 4:30 in the morning, but well worth it. And today we are kind of taking it easy. We're going to do a touristy thing. We're going to go see the ice sculpture. They have a competition every year here in Fairbanks, so we're off to do that. Fairbanks hosts an annual ice sculpture competition from mid-February through the end of March. Teams come from all over the world to compete. So they have a game room, which is pretty awesome. Ping pong if you want. That's awesome. Miniature golf. And of course, curling. Great place to bring the family. There are different categories from multi-block, double block to single block. In 2021, the top prize was $6,400. All sorts of tools are used, from chainsaws to hand chisels. Brushes and a propane torch are used as finishing touches. I would say the best time to see these exhibits is at night because they're lit up spectacularly. Unfortunately, I was in Fairbanks to shoot the Northern Lights, so I never got to see them then. It was still impressive during the day and something I highly recommend. Last night in the adventure bus. I am so glad I got to experience this. Lots of new memories, and it brings back old memories as well. I know the first time I was in a bus like this, my oldest sister had just gotten married, and they moved, of all places, to Valdez, Alaska from Michigan. So that was a big shock. And then that summer, my parents encouraged my younger sister and I to go up and visit them, it ended up being truthfully the best summer of my life, to go up in Alaska and just experience that wild country. I'd never ever seen anything like that. And one time we took a trip to Denali, and we went back into Denali with a bus similar to that. So yeah, that was a cool experience. The next time I was on a bus similar to this was with my wife. We took a trip to Alaska, and I wanted to go camping, so she agreed to go tent camping in Denali. We stayed at Wonder Lake, which is on the front of this bus, says Wonder Lake. So as soon as I saw the advertisement with Wonder Lake, it was like, oh my gosh, I gotta stay at this bus. This was so cool. And I'm used to, van life, I guess you call it. People want to call it now. Used to living out of the van for almost half the year for a while, doing art festivals. So, I'm used to simpler ways of dealing with things. Conserving water and energy and all that kind of stuff. So, this is just grandiose by what I've got. It's a lot more space and all the water I need. There is a negative to this. If there is just one negative, is they didn't accommodate the restroom in the bus itself, so you end up using a porta potty, which, if any of you have done art festivals, you know all about porta potties. But that's really such a minor thing to me as far as the pleasure I get out of being here out in nature, looking at the stars. Right now I'm hoping to see Northern Lights. I haven't been too successful this trip, but you never know. It could happen. It still could happen. How about that? Got a little Northern Light activity. That's cool. That is cool. Nice. Oh, good morning. I am so excited this morning. Last night, sitting by the fire, I sure thought I wasn't going to see the northern lights here. At about midnight, I look up and I start to see the light dancing in the sky. It just made me giddy with pleasure, especially knowing this was my last night, and yeah, it just made it overwhelming. So I think I stayed up till about 5 in the morning shooting stills and also some time-lapse video. Yeah, running a little ragged this morning, but yeah, so I think after this coffee, I'm gonna go back to bed for a couple hours. Anyway, we're glad you came along with us on this trip to Fairbanks. I hope you enjoyed some of the scenery with me. And until next time, this is Curtis from Photo Break.